Why are you pissing away the best years of your life in a body that you hate? You are literally trapping yourself in your own body. You are limiting yourself from great experiences as a byproduct of keeping yourself sick, fat, and overweight. And if you have the power to change it, if you are not limited by a medical condition, how dare you not make the most of it? I ran into a kid that I went to high school with last week in my hometown here who is stuck working in a job in Publix because he developed severe onset adult epilepsy. He had a massive seizure when he was 20 years old, and it took his life from him. And he's still fully cognizant, but he's not allowed to drive a car. He can't drive to a real corporate job. His father has to drive him everywhere. He's stuck in his own body, and you can tell he knows that because he's all there mentally. And I know he would do anything to have a healthy, able body that could allow him to use the college degree that he has to go drive to a job. He has things that he cannot control, that he cannot do because he is stuck in his physical body against his own will. And I guarantee that guy would trade places with many of you in a heartbeat. And yet, so many of you piss away your mid-20s, your mid-30s at the expense of making bad choices about your diet. Why are you letting yourself live in a body that is not as capable as it could possibly be? And some of you are going to say, oh, some people just don't care about that. Some people don't prioritize. So shut up. No. Everyone would love to feel good all the time. I'm not talking about getting as ripped as you possibly can, but regularly exercising, regularly eating well. No one on this earth doesn't want to feel better. It's not even about looking better. It's about getting the most out of life so that you feel physically good. Everything is better when you feel physically good. And I just don't get why so many of you just are letting life pass you by in a body that's not capable because of your choices.
We're betting on ourselves for the rest of 2025. All in. All the chips are in. Put them in right now. I don't give a damn what it look like right now. I don't give a damn what it look like right now. We're not giving up, and we are not throwing in no towels, girl. Tighten up. Straighten your back up. Say what you mean and mean what you say, and we walking this shit out. That's it. Ain't no what if it don't. It's not gonna fail. Okay? You in this. We're betting on ourselves. You in? We doing this? Let's go.
This might be harsh, but I say it out of love. You do not want to get overweight. You do not want to be overweight. It is literally such an inconvenience and such a confidence killer. And you can't just go into a store and change that. Even if you get onto something like Ozempic, it's still going to take a significant amount of time if you're losing the weight in a healthy way, and depending by how much you let yourself get over. You just don't want to do it. And I say this as somebody who used to be overweight and then worked as a weight loss coach for 2 years after I lost 40 pounds. It is the worst feeling to hear your friends talking about something like, let's go to the beach, let's go on vacation, or you meet a person, you really like them, you wish that you looked your best, but you just have no way of doing that. If your hair is a mess, you could go to the hair salon and get that fixed pretty quickly. If your nails are a mess, you could go to the nail salon, get that fixed pretty quickly. You don't dress well, go to the mall. But when it comes to your weight, there is nothing that you could do instantly that's going to make that go away. So do not put yourself in that position where you're sitting there looking in a mirror going, gosh, I really wish that I would have dealt with this a long time ago. And do not let this deter you saying, oh, it's going to take forever, so what's the point in even trying? Because the time is going to pass anyway. Do you want it to pass in a way that's conducive to your goals and where you can feel confidence and self-love and be healthy once again? Or do you want it to pass with you just digging yourself into a deeper and deeper hole?
I think it's time that we start to become very honest in this app, because honesty is the best policy. And do not take any offense to this shit. I'm just being honest right now, okay? We all go through shit. We all have things that happen to us, okay? Nobody's life is perfect. No matter how we want to sit there and think, nobody's life is fucking perfect, okay? But there's some of us, like me, who are aiming for the higher value class of life. Like, I want to be on the yacht in a bikini, living my best life, eating fruits, drinking some nice cocktails, laying by, a sunbed on the yacht. Like, I want that type of lifestyle in Monaco by the sea, like, I want to hear people speak French all the fucking time. I want to be so free within my spirit and my soul and not have to worry a single motherfucking day about money. I want to be skinny forever, and you should also think about this when it comes to actually wanting better in your life and wanting an easy life. Do not get fat, bitch. If you get fat, life will be tough for you. I'm sorry for you girlies, but if you guys are overweight, lose weight, girlies. You can be curvy, you can be hot. Like, I would never judge someone differently just because of their body weight, but I'm giving you this advice for you to have a better life and for it to become easier for you, because people are madly judgmental, and first impression will always be the last impression of someone. I don't make a judgment based on your weight, But I do make a judgment based on how you approach yourself when it comes to life and everything. And a lot says about how you are with how you choose to show up as, okay? Second of all, don't be a lazy woman. Do not be lazy, okay? Do not be lazy. Being lazy also means that you have low standards. If you have low standards, that means you don't respect yourself. If you don't respect yourself, that means you don't love yourself. And if you don't love yourself, you will never be able to be loved the way you want to be loved, and nobody will be able to love you because you cannot even appreciate what you are within yourself. And that's just sad. And nobody will ever be able to give you what you want in this life. Not even you, bitch, because you feel like you don't love yourself enough to like go after the things you actually want in this life, and that's just sad and boring and upsetting.
Being fat feels a lot like being famous. For example, when you're fat, you feel more comfortable having someone with you when you leave the house, because if someone is with you, then you're less likely to get bullied, and if you do get bullied, then hopefully that person will stand up for you, kind of like a security guard would. People take pictures and videos of you out in public without your consent and post them on the internet. People assume things about your intelligence, morals, and character, even though they've literally never met you. People stare, like not just little kids, like grown people will have no problem gawking at you like you're an animal at the zoo. Your accomplishments are downplayed as if you don't deserve them. People treat you very differently than they treat normal people, almost like you're not a real human with feelings. They're very comfortable saying things to you that they would never say to someone that they viewed as a real person. You have to sort of live in this bubble outside of reality. Like, you can't really participate in the same life as a normal person. You can really only cosplay it. And when you are trying to be normal, you know that it's all the people around you are thinking about, even your friends and family. And you know that it affects how they treat you. And you can't even talk about the challenges you face, because then people will attack you and tell you that you chose your life and have no right to complain about the negative aspects. I know this sounds very delusional, but it's the best way I can explain it.
At no point when I was fat as fuck did I ever think I looked like this. No point. Like, there was no point when I ever saw this image. And that's why I'm trying to tell y'all now. Don't believe your damn eyes. I'm blaming my long ass kid relationship into my early adulthood for my fat blindness, because now he did one time when we got into it. He was like, shut your fat ass up. And I was like, oh, how dare you say that? You just say the meanest shit. But I didn't really, put much stock into that, because he had word vomit sometimes. However, this is when I knew I got big. I was in a library and he had pulled up because we took some of the same classes. And he was like, you ever thought about working out? Working out? This motherfucker crazy. Oh, baby, that's all he had to say. That's all he had to say. But that wasn't the moment. That wasn't the moment that made me get my ass up. It was that picture. It was. Let me show you again. Yeah. One of the nurses coming in taking pictures. She was just doing normal homegirl stuff. Mind you, on that photo, I'm eating Chinese takeout, bitch. Lo mein. I'm gonna tell you what my order was: a box of lo mein, 3 egg rolls, and a Diet Coke. Extra shrimp on the side. And I'll never forget. And it wasn't even in that year or in that time period when she showed me that picture. Mind you, I was getting bigger and bigger. I found these photos of you and your homegirl when y'all was working down at the clinic. I was like, okay, girl, let me see those. Oh, okay, well, cause I'm like, okay, well, who the fuck is that? Seriously, I asked. I was like, oh my God, girl, is that me? She was like, girl, yeah, that's you. She didn't know I didn't know. She didn't know I didn't know. And I realized that day, that shit snapped me so hard out of the matrix. Cause what? I'll never forget that day. I'll never forget that day I saw this photo. Anyway, long way around to say, 5 pounds turning to 10, 10 turning to 50, and 50 will be 60, 60 will be 100. Like that, bitch. Get the damn weight off now. Don't even let 2 pounds slide. Get it off, okay?
Every time your fat ass get hungry, go on a walk. You're not hungry, you're just big.
Why we're skinny and why you're not. We've lost 154 pounds, and as former fat girls, we knew you were making this mistake. This full lunch is 250 calories. The same calories as your so-called healthy snack. Your brain is tricked into thinking you've had less just because you've just had a small bar. Whereas we had a full lunch. And our brain recognizes this. When it comes to weight loss, it's not always about convenience. So you have to work smarter.
Don't get fat. Whatever you do in life, do not get fat. It's already enough things in life to worry about. Do not get fat. A lot of y'all backs be huge. But I said this to say, I'm a reformed fat person. I grew up fat majority of my life. But going from in shape or like not fat to fat, that is a hard process of undoing because you're not used to the psychological aspects of being big. So you're digging yourself in a steep ass hole that you can get out of, but it's fucking hard. Somebody that's fat trying to get skinny or trying to get fit, I mean, that's hard within itself. But if you can control anything, control that eating, control that activity level, you are in control of that. You can push the plate back sometimes. Because I'm telling you, when you are overweight and you're not used to it, like that's not you, it will affect you mentally. Like it will affect you so drastically, you won't even feel like you're the same person because you're not. You don't even look like it. So message of the day, push the plate back and lock in.
God, I ask that you change my appetite. I ask that you strip away the cravings of sugars and processed carbs. Lord, I ask that you give me a renewed and refined understanding on what it is to eat a nutritious diet. Lord, allow me to crave things that are healthy for my body, things that are beneficial for my body, things that fuel my body, and things that make me feel good.
A piece of advice to anyone watching this. I have just left the gym and one thing I can just tell you is usinone. Usinone, like, don't get fat. Don't get fat because the work of losing that fat, the work of unfatting yourself.
Out of all the videos that I've been seeing of people saying don't get fat because if you get fat, you ain't gonna be able to access this, access that. It's gonna be harder for you. It's gonna be harder to lose the weight, whatever. That has to be the most truest thing. As a person who's been trying to lose a couple pounds and who's been losing a couple pounds myself, I can honestly say that the food was not worth it, bro. The sweets, the snacks, it was not worth it. Because when you sit up here and you start doing these walks and lifting these weights and doing these exercises, you gonna wish you would have never ate them cookies, bro. You gonna wish you would have just never did it because it's hard. It really is hard, and it's so much easier to just maintain a certain weight than to lose because it just takes a lot of work and a lot of dedication, and it's tough. So I agreed to the fact of, man, I'm doing workouts now and I'm like, I wish I would have just never ate all those sweets because my thing was sweets. I wish I would never ate all sweet because even though I'm making progress, but I'm like, man, it's tough. Like it is hard. It's very tough. I'm not even talking about like people's perception. Of course, people's perception of bigger people is always going to be negative, always going to be bad. But just for yourself, like my health was at risk, and ultimately it's just harder to lose weight. It's harder to stay consistent, but it's possible. And I see plenty of people on this app do it. But in a sense, they right. Like, go ahead, don't eat them snacks. Just go ahead and put them down.
Are you actually having a hard time losing weight, or has it only been 3 weeks and you expect to lose weight when it took you years to get that big in the first place? Who said that?
Don't get big rhetoric is facts, okay? Back in the day, if I had somewhere to be in a month I would get that weight up off me. Now, 30-year-old Sierra, I need 6 months. I know I'm not saying nothing that y'all never heard before, but I am just here to let you know that it's 100% true.
If you fat
and you 100% accept the way that you are, don't let nobody tell you what you need to be doing. More power to you. But if you fat and you hate the way you look in pictures and you hate the way clothes fit on you and you hate looking at yourself in the mirror and you only take pictures of your face at a certain distance because you don't like being up close and you just know you fat and being fat really bother you and you just can't help being fat and you feel really shitty, go to the gym.
If you're ever feeling like you can't do something, just remember that there's probably a man out there with a ton of unearned confidence and audacity who wouldn't think twice about it. So you got this.
Don't get fat as a woman. I promise you. Keep your appearance up. Always take care of yourself. Always take care of your skin. Always take care of your health. Don't get fat as a woman, especially if you're a black woman. Don't get fat. I know we are screaming body positivity left, body positivity right, but for people who are screaming those body positivity, they're also in the gym working hard to lose weight. Did y'all see Lizzo? I blocked her, but I didn't block her on Instagram, but I have to go block her on Instagram. I mean, I already did. But she lost weight. And in my opinion, she looked fabulous. You know, look when Adele lost weight. She looked fabulous. She looked amazing. So if you're a woman, please don't get weight. Don't get fat. Don't gain weight. I promise you, I'm not saying this in vain. I used to be 200 pounds. Let me show you the way I used to look, if I still have the picture. This was me at 200 pounds. Don't gain weight. I'm telling you, the way people used to treat me when I used to look like this, it's insane. It mentally triggers your fucking brain when you lose weight and you see yourself looking like this. It comes a time where I would stare at myself at night looking at this picture, and when I look now, it's insane. Let me show another picture. And this way you can see my neck. My neck was chubby. It's still chubby, but I have something else. Never mind. My face was so fat as fuck. And I currently weigh 130 pounds, and I want to go to 115 or 120. That's just a wish of mine. And one thing I'm doing to not gain weight, I eat any meal that's 500 calorie less, or if I eat any meal that's above 600 calorie or 500 calorie, I'm not gonna eat for an entire week. Like yesterday I had Chick-fil-A. It was offered to me, like somebody bought it for me. I didn't ask, but they bought it for me. I ate it for the rest of the week. I'm not gonna eat anything except drinking a lot of water to keep myself hydrated and eating a bunch of fruit. And for the reason not to gain weight is people treat you differently. And I know, like I said previously, we want body positivity, but that shit is a fucking fake. It's so fake as hell. Everybody who's screaming body positivity and the right mind, they know themselves that they don't want that to be the norm. They know it. So in my opinion, if you're a woman, don't gain weight. If you gain weight, or if you a little bit chubby, if you are fat, do your best to lose it.
Did you guys know that you don't have to eat the whole entire thing in one sitting? Like, you can save it for later, and then you won't gain a lot of weight.
If you're a Christian on a weight loss journey, here's scripture to help you get started. We're going to start in Mark 11:24. I tell you, you can pray for anything, and if you believe that you've received it, it will be yours. Starting right off the bat, if you have not prayed over your weight loss journey and committed it to the Lord, you're already setting yourself up for failure. God tells us that we can pray for anything, and this is including weight loss, health, improvements in our fitness. So if we approach our fat loss and our fitness by first praying about it, by first giving it over to the Lord, you're going to set yourself up for success. It says, if you believed you've received it, it is yours. Then we're going to move over to Psalm 37:5, which says, commit everything you do to the Lord. Trust him and he will help you. So not only are we praying for health, we're praying for weight loss, we're praying for improvements in our life, but now we are committing that to the Lord. This is no longer an abstract idea of something we want to do. We're taking this idea, we are committing it to God and saying, I commit this idea to you. I commit my actions to you. I commit myself to achieving this goal in the name of Jesus. And then finally, we're going to Colossians 3:23. Work willingly at whatever you do as though you were working for the Lord rather than for people. This means that whenever you're putting effort in towards your fitness journey, you're not doing it just for yourself or just for other people. You are putting the effort in to honor and glorify God. You're making healthy choices to glorify God with your body. You're making healthy choices to glorify God by committing yourself to this process in discipline because you've prayed for it, because you've committed yourself. Once you commit your actions to the Lord, this is more accountability than you will ever need in your entire life. It's not just about, I don't want to work out today or I want to eat fast food today. This is about consistently committing yourself, committing your actions, committing your routines to God and allowing Him to be that accountability for you. The reason that you keep failing is because you keep committing to yourself. And you break promises to yourself all the time. Pray over your fitness journey, commit it to the Lord, and then work willingly at it as though it was for the Lord.
People will only support you while you're still fat. This has been scientifically proven. It is fact. And when I tell people that I receive more support and encouragement in my 320-pound body versus my 190-pound body, they get confused. The reason is at 320 pounds, I was the safe friend. And they cheered you on because they didn't think you'd be able to do it. But now, at 190 pounds, when I come up to people, they'll be like, wow, I need to start going to the gym. I need to start running. They don't even congratulate you, right? It's flipped. Now it's about them. We're in competition for some reason. And the reason is because for some reason the hierarchy in their mind has changed, right? They want to one-up you. I didn't lose the weight to be in competition. I lost the weight to survive, to live.
This may be a hard truth for some of you guys to understand, but you're not going to like yourself while you're trying to lose weight. In fact, you might actually hate yourself when you're trying to lose weight. And I know, like, I come up with all these tricks of like portion control and walking outside and doing all these things, but at the end of the day, no matter how easy you try to make these things, it just comes down to discipline. And when it comes to staying disciplined in anything, especially losing weight, you're gonna have to listen to your head and not your body. Like, if your body is telling you, oh, I'm so tired, I don't, like, my legs are tired, I don't want to like walk anymore, oh well, like, if you really want to reach your goals, you're just gonna have to do it. If you are still feeling a little hungry, but you know you're within your calorie deficit and it's late at night and you have the urge to get some Taco Bell or to snack on something, oh well, like, you're just gonna have to stick with it. And will you see a lighter weight eventually on the scale when you know, stick with this enough? Yeah, it's like a long-term, it's like delayed gratification. You're not gonna see the weight loss immediately, but you are gonna hate yourself while you're doing it, but you're gonna know it's for the greater good. But you can't expect it to be all sunshine and rainbow.
This is your reminder to never get big. Do not ever get fucking big. And I'm gonna tell you why. A lot of people think when you're in the gym and you're building muscle, your fat goes away, right? Like it's disappearing, like you're replacing that fat with muscle. You're kind of right, but you're kind of not right. So basically all you're doing is you're shrinking that fat. Those fat pockets are shrinking, but they will always be there. It's not like they're gone forever. That is why it is so easy to get bigger after you lose weight, because those fat pockets will stay with you fucking forever, y'all. So yes, you can be building muscle and you're making your fat go down, but all you're really doing is those fat pockets are getting small. So you can blow up like a goddamn like balloon or a well very, very quickly, because they are truly never, ever fully gone. So don't ever get big. Listen to people when they say, don't ever get fat. Do not.
I don't care what nobody say. You'll never put in enough work to have put in more work than a fat person who had to lose weight. And I always tell people, fat road is not a road you want to go down. At my highest weight, I was 289. It has taken me 7 years to get that shit off and keep it off. And if somebody told me at almost 300 pounds that it will take you 7 years to get to a place where, like, you still got work to do, I would have been like, fuck that, I'm gonna stay fat. But I'm glad I didn't. But I'm just saying, y'all, like, if you thin, I know so many of my skinny friends who like got fat, and I'm just looking at them like, I told your ass not to gain that weight. You had that baby, now you done got big, and now you in the gym. You don't even know what to do with no big body. At least I've been fat all my life. And see, that's something that they don't tell y'all about fat people. Like, we got so much muscle under there because we've been toting around 300, 200 pounds. So see, when I lose the weight, I might have, you know what I'm saying, 130 pound of muscle under there, because my legs been carrying around 300 pounds. You, on the other hand, you mess around and you live your whole life with chicken legs. And then you fuck around and get an apple shape. Because you ain't never been fat. So your body like, I don't know, we'll just throw it here. And now and you ain't never had to work no weight off. See, another thing they don't tell you that fat people go through is like, once we embark on this journey, we think there's a finish line. At first we do. The ones that's in the trenches, they know like it's till death, bruh. But those of us that like when we first started out, we were like, oh, okay, we're gonna do this 2-week program. We're gonna lose all this weight in 1 year. It never happens that way. It's a lifestyle change. So you gotta adjust to your mentality changing and adjust to you figuring shit out, fucking it up, figuring it out, fucking it up, and then figuring it out some more until you actually realize that like when you do figure it out, it gotta be something that you can maintain for the rest of your life. I'll never not be able to do some kind of physical exercise. I'll be doing that till I'm dead or until I'm immobile, right? Like, I got skinny friends who never did nothing like while I was at my biggest weight. So they was like chilling, like on the couch, eating whatever. So now that they fat, they still got those same habits, but there was never this social pressure for them to like lose the weight. When you fat, man, everybody let you know. Everybody be like, you're fat. How you doing, ma'am? You're fat. Thanks. Oh my God, you're so cute to be fat. Thanks.
One weight loss tip I don't see a lot of people talk about is just eating the same foods every single day. Limit your palate so much that the thought of food doesn't even excite you anymore. For breakfast, I either eat boiled eggs or cornflakes. Do you know how easy it is to not overeat or get excited for food in the morning when those are your options? It's so easy. For lunch, it's either nothing or sourdough and a smoked salmon with some chili oil. For dinner, it's always some variation of chicken, rice, and vegetables. That's it. And I've just been eating that for months and months and months. Food is not exciting. Food just tastes like food at this point. Another thing is to prioritize the nutrition over the taste. So even though eating like canned sardines and canned tuna may not taste the best, I do it just to get my nutrients in. And because I know I have to eat it, food is just not exciting that much. I don't want to binge out on food because I'm like, what is there to binge out on? Like, I don't buy enough food to make it exciting. I look at my fridge and it's just canned tuna. Like, another thing is to never buy things that you can binge out on. My binge food is cream crackers. I love cream crackers. Put a packet of cream crackers in front of me, it will be gone in 10 minutes. I love it so much, so I just don't buy it. Oh, but in moderation, there's no moderation when it comes to certain things. But for certain food, just don't eat it. Don't even think about it because you know you can't moderate yourself. If you could moderate yourself, you wouldn't have gained the weight.
This is a friendly reminder to not get big this summer, okay? I am trying to tell y'all, when you are big, and this is from personal experience, when you are big, people do not treat you as a human being, okay? They are mean to you. They literally see you as big. That is it. That is what they see you as. They do not look at your personality, your value, your ability. All they see is your physical state. Once you lose weight, all of a sudden you're a human being that deserves love and respect. It's really attractive, and being physically fit allows you to get more opportunities. And as superficial as that sounds and as wicked and evil that is just the society we live in, and we have to take advantage of that. So this is just a reminder, do not get big this summer.
Yo, you will never, ever, ever truly get the results from the gym that you want until you are just as intentional with your nutrition as you are with your training. Ever. That's the most fucking important part. Y'all training be great. You train, intensity is there, you consistent, you show up, you put in the work, and you eat bullshit. You damn near wasting time. You cutting your fucking gains in half by eating bullshit. Imagine you just lock your nutrition in just like you locking your training. Dog, your results will be so much fucking more. Guaranteed. Dog, when I started taking my nutrition serious, that's when I seen the most fucking gains.
If you want that effect on people where you walk into a room and they're like, wait, stop. What did you do? How did you look so good now? I'm going to be honest with you. You're probably going to have to give up the things that you love the most. You're going to have to give up bread for a little bit. You're going to have to give up snacking on granola or any of the higher calorie snacks that you enjoy on a regular basis. You can eat them in moderation and still lose weight 100%. That is not the issue. The issue is that you have no self-control. I know this because I don't have self-control. If I start eating sourdough bread, I could just eat a whole loaf right there on the spot, no help. If I start eating any purely Elizabeth granola, I will take down that bag in probably 2 to 3 servings. You know, that's about it in the bag for me. I probably could do it in 1, but I would restrict myself just a little bit. If you have a lot of these snacks around that are causing you to overeat, the best thing that you can possibly do is just not have them around while you are on your journey to get in the best shape of your life.
Doesn't it seem so strange that our society eats so much junk food that eating real food is considered dieting?
So I don't know who needs to hear this, but your new life is going to cost you your old one. And that's not a threat, it's just the truth. You won't get to stay the same. You will not get to keep your comfort, your denial, your half-assed boundaries. This is going to piss people off. This is going to disappoint the ones who depended on your silence. You're going to wake up some days grieving the life you left, even if it was killing you. And you will do it anyway, because what's coming is better than what's clinging. Here is what it'll cost you. You will have to change your habits, especially the ones that numb you or delay you. You will have to change your mentality. No more, I can't, when you haven't even tried. You will have to change your circle. Some people only love you when you stay small. You will have to change your self-talk because your dreams can't survive on your doubt. You will have to change your boundaries, tighten them up, enforce them, even if it means standing alone. You will have to change your health. What you eat, how you rest, what you tolerate. You will have to change your priorities. No more begging for crumbs when you're capable of feasts. You will have to change your identity. Not to become someone new, but to finally return to who you were before the world buried you. Let the old life rot. You've got things to build.
This is a piece of advice, yeah, to every single person out there. Do not get fat. Wallahi, bro, don't do it. Custom, bro, don't do it. Wallahi, fam, don't do it, bro. I'm spending so many hours in the gym. I'm tired. Look at me. Look at me.
I see you. I see you.
I'm out of breath. And I'm out of breath. And I've only been on the treadmill 5 minutes. Oh my God. But I'm a man. I'm a man and I'm going to do this.
That's right.
I'm going to do this. Yep. I'm going to get hench. Look at me. I hate it here.
Come on.
Nah, guys, look at me. I feel so good. I feel so good. I'm actually such a liar because when I was on that treadmill, I hated it. The pain was unbearable. But now that I got off it, the pain was worth it. The pain was worth it. I'm sweating.
Yep.
I'm dripped in sweat. Look at me. Look at me. But the feeling after you do a workout is absolutely insane, bro. Look at me. I swear to you, I'm going to get hench. I swear to you, I'm going to have muscles. Give me 2 years, I'm going to have muscles. These melons, these rolls, this fat is going to go. It's melted. Watch. Watch.
We're watching, bro, and I cannot wait to see the transformation. Transforming your life, working out, exercising, eating right. It's not always going to be easy, but it is going to be worth it.
Did you know that if you've ran 3 miles since the month of January, you've ran more than the average person this year? You're doing amazing. Keep up the good work.
The second that your brain goes, I'm full, you put the food in the container. If you keep eating while you feel full because you want to feel that like good feeling, because let me tell you, I don't know if you knew, but a lot of people get dopamine from feeling full. That's why you're addicted to food, which again, that's just a habit that you have to break. It's nothing wrong with that. It's okay, right? But in order to break that relationship with food, you have to put the fork down when you feel full.
I am somebody that at my biggest, I was 320 pounds. All told, because I track things like a maniac, I have lost 600 pounds due to gaining and losing and losing and gaining over and over and over again. 600 pounds. It's not an exaggeration. The way that I will get so angry when some Chad Tyler fitness influencer is like, look, I put on 40 pounds and dropped it. Your body loves a homeostasis. And when you are fat for a long time, your body wants to keep you fat. Your body doesn't know fat, thin, this, that. Your body knows this is what you are, and I want to keep you what you are. And when you put on 40 pounds over the course of a few months, your body doesn't like it and it wants to get rid of it. If you have gone from fat to fit, you know how hard that transition is. It's so difficult. And do not let anyone ever gaslight you about how hard that transition has been. No one that has never experienced what it's like to be big, what it's like to have an eating disorder, gets to ever tell you that your very lived experience is invalid. Ever. Here's a picture of me at 20. Here's a picture of me at 44. It took me a really long time to do what I did. It took a lot of learning, a lot of ups and downs. Do not let anyone tell you that your experience is invalid.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, bro. Dog, coming from a former fat person, bro, being fat is the top one worst experience you could fucking have, bro. Because pretty much everything fucking sucked. Eating sucked because people paid attention to your fucking meals. Fucking, dude, the insecurity, bro, the man boobs, the fucking double chin, bro, like, just looking in the mirror just wasn't good, bro. There was nothing fun about it, bro. Like, everything fucking sucks when you're fat. Like, dead ass, bro. Like, when you're fit, everything you do is 10 times better, bro. Like, I can go walk around with my anime shirts now and nobody would care, bro. Like, no woman would give a fuck. And I'm just saying it as an example, but if I was fat and I go walk around with some anime shirts, they'll be like, what the fuck? You know? And I mean, I don't give a fuck either way. I'm just saying, bro, like, just everything socially is just so much fucking better now, bro, because, dog, like, the judgment, too, oh my god, and arguments, oh, you can't win no fucking arguments, bro. Just everything just about being fat, bro, just fucking sucks. Like, it fucking sucked. I'm so glad I'm not no more. Like, bro, I would never go back. I wouldn't even go back for some money, bro. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, that's all I gotta say, bro. Being fat is definitely the top one worst human experience you could have, bro, for real.
Whatever you do, don't get fat. Don't get fat. Put down the donuts. Put down the ice cream. Put down the Starbucks, the sugary drinks, the Dunkin' Donuts. I'm not saying I'm big, because clearly I'm not, but it's just about maintaining for me. Please, please don't get fat. Especially if you 30 years old and up. Put the plate down. Please.
I feel like being in a calorie deficit has made me feel like I can eat whatever I want. That's just not true. You cannot eat whatever you want in a deficit. I like to say, like, oh, if it fits into my deficit, I'll eat it. Girl, no. The problem with that mindset is that I'm always hungry still. Think about it like this. If I eat a bagel for breakfast, it's usually like 400 calories just with cream cheese. Yes, that is keeping me at my goal for breakfast, which is like 400 to 500 calories, but that's not going to keep me full, and I'm going to end up snacking like 2 hours later. If I eat a breakfast that's 400, 500 calories and it's full of protein and fiber, then I'm going to be full, and then I'm not going to eat anything until lunchtime, which is what we want. I'm so guilty of this. Like, I'll just tend to eat what I want and be like, oh, well, it's under 500 calories, so it's fine. And then I just won't eat anything. It's just not the way to do it. I'm not a fan of restriction. I'm not saying you can't have certain foods, and this is a message to myself. But just because it fits into your deficit doesn't mean it's going to keep you satisfied. I feel like because a calorie deficit isn't like a specific diet, like a low carb diet, it makes you think like, oh, if I just meet my number or stay under my number, whatever foods fit into that, I can eat it. Because from experience, if you're not eating foods that are high volume, high fiber, will keep you satiated, you're gonna be hungry throughout the day, and you're just gonna snack and then add more calories on top of your other calories. So yeah, don't make the same mistake that I did and just think that you can eat whatever you want, because you really can't. It's not gonna help you meet your goal.
You know what I've realized? Keep your looks up, keep your image together, always smell good, always look put together. Keep your looks up, do not get fat, don't get too big. And yeah, just like, it don't matter what you go, I don't care what I'm going through, I'ma still look like Podcast. Like, I'm not letting myself go because what I'm going through. No, ew. People treat you worse. The world treats you worse. Absolutely not. You see the skin? Okay, yeah. Moral of the story, don't let yourself go. That's what I'm gonna say.
If you eat in a calorie deficit, your body will lose water weight first. And you will start to see a difference in the mirror. If you continue to eat in a calorie deficit, your body will use its glycogen stores stored in the muscles, which is sugar. If you continue to stay in a deficit, your body starts using fat for energy. But you can't choose what part of your body it takes the fat from. Fat cells shrink. The rest is lost through breathing and water in your urine. Oh.
In 8 days, you went from, you took your husband from, he's going to be on medication for the rest of his life.
Yes.
To not needing the medication at all.
April 17th was his last day taking medication.
And he has not taken the medication?
Has not touched it.
How did you do this, right? How did you heal him?
With God's food, literally.
In 8 days.
God's food. That's how quickly. See, we discount the power of God's food. 3 principles. Eat the food God called food. Eat it as close to its original state as possible. Like eat the orange versus drinking the orange juice, right?
Right.
Eat God's whole food. Like eat the whole cauliflower versus the cauliflower rice, okay? The broccoli shouldn't be mushy, okay? The cabbage shouldn't be mushy. Collard greens shouldn't be mushy, right? There's no nutritional value when it's like that. So eat it as close to its original state as possible. Yeah, as close to its original state as have a little crunch to it, right? Carrots shouldn't be mushy, right? That's where the nutrients are, right? And then the third principle is do not allow any food to become your God, which means no addictions. Let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food, right?
Right.
Like that's what it is.